FT, my colleague Dr. Sen Gupta, and I am Shalini here. Both of us, just a little bit about ourselves. We've been with NIF for a long enough time, over 20 years. And we today represent Vision Next. It's a project by NIFT, which is looking at, under the mandate given by our Honorable Prime Minister. He gave us this mandate that he intends to see the whole world of trends emerging from India, and that creating its own language, which existed long time ago, but in between we seem to have kind of not gone further with it. So with that mandate, we presented and we put together this entire concept. And we've had a lot of support from various segments on this. Ministry of Textiles has been our biggest supporter in this. And we've had the support of all the councils and CPC being one of them here as well. So what is this Vision Next all about? Quickly to tell you, this is actually a unique AI-based system that is going to be developed through integration of big data, machine learning, data science, which will also integrate human intelligence. The idea is to predict fashion and cross-industry trends for this country, by this country, so that we can look at what is happening in our country and have a kind of close-ended feel to it, you know. The other aspect of this Trend Insights and Forecasting Lab is eventually it intends to give mega trend directions and futuristic insight reports, which will look at the entire diaspora of complexity that we have, the anthropological insights, which are specific to fashion and lifestyle, with the potential to map long-term consumption patterns and mindset change. Every speaker has been talking about the plethora and richness of what exists here in terms of skill sets, design, color, the entire vocabulary that exists. And the whole idea of Vision Next is to put it all together, to curate it, compile it, and present it not only to our country, but to the world. And this is where we come in here as a team that is heading this project, Kaustav and myself, and along with why NIFT? Because simply we are in 16 campuses, 16 states all over the country, and we carry that strength and that potentiality to go deeper into it and reach multiple areas and arenas with our avid, enthusiastic, trained trend spotters in all these campuses. In addition to that, Kaustav and I bring on board many years of experience in terms of consulting with brands over trend consultations and in terms of insights that we have been working with a lot of organizations. So this is a glimpse of what we are bringing forth to you. I will hand it over to Kaustav, since Sanjay ji has been very strict on time and we have limited time, so I know what you're here for. Rather, we give you the presentation here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shalini, and thank you everyone to be here, be patient for this presentation. Let me move in faster. I feel like a student sitting in front of the jury members to finish the presentation on time. Allow me a few minutes if I have exceeded, because it's a trend presentation. Yeah. So this is a very quick presentation of what's going to happen in this world for the next 1.5 years. And then we have divided into 4 broad stories. This is the first ever forecast for carpet. There's no forecast for carpet being launched by any agencies in this world. There's no forecast available as such.
True.
Yeah, so this is the first forecast which we have made, keeping our manufacturers in mind, because they are the producers who will produce this. So you can ask questions at the end of the presentation at the Q&A section. 4 broad stories. Please focus on the stories. There will be 4 broad stories. One story will be talking about hyperlocal, the products which will be having a local value attached to it. I'll describe when we come to the story. Second story is talking about homers. This product will cater to them who's concentrating on home and home-based product. And where we talk about home, it's not about houses, it's beyond houses. And then we are talking about mindfulness, because the products which will focus on mindfulness. And the 4th category will talk about whimsical designs, which will actually talk about fantasy and the reminiscences of the older era. So let's move on. So first story, we are talking about homers. This will be the products to talk about them who will look forward product for home. And when we talk about home, we are talking about neo sanctuary. That means they look forward for a safer place to be. And the safer place need not be just a house. It can be an office as home. It can be a car as home. It can be a picnic as home. So home can have a bigger explanation here as such. And you already know that there are a lot of celebrities who started planting and they started bringing in green at home, and it's going to impact us. So if you see, this is an office space, and this office space has a lot of green. This greenery is going to come on carpets. I will give you examples. I will give you the directions. Kindly start innovating on those directions, because that will help you to create products as lines. We'll also have products which will be focusing on micro trips. Now you see that the lockdowns are opening up. People will go for small trips. They need rugs, they need carpets, and this segment is for them. So we are talking about house plant prints. This will be the prints which are going to come on the carpet. How it will come? It will come like this. It will come on the products. It will come on the screens. It will come on the lighting. And this is how the rugs and carpets will be made. So think about green prints. Don't think about exotic prints. Think about the home plants which will people put on home. And this greenery is absolutely required as part of design. The plants can be something which people can look at. So it can be a realistic plant, or it can be abstractism of it. When we are talking about florals, we are not talking about flowers. We are talking about endless flowers. So if you see that these carpets are not square, they are cut in particular direction. So it looks like a larger space when you are talking about space. So think about irregular patterns, because that's where everybody look at home. They are bored with your square carpet or round carpet. Carpets has to innovate on the form. And that's where everybody looks forward for the product. A good design and good symbol is coming as daisy. Daisy is a symbol of happiness, and it's going to come on your product, and it's going to come everywhere, right from the mug to the small fabric, and it's going to come on carpets. So think about nice, happy daisy flowers to come on the products. We are also talking about exoticness. We are talking about animals and species, exotic species, because now we cannot go out, but we like to have a piece of a sea to come at home. So we need carpets where we will require all those species on the carpet. Flowers goes off, we get birds. Birds will be a very important part to be in the carpet. It can be abstract birds or it can be realistic birds, but birds will be a very important part for carpet. The birds can move into feathers, because feathers will be a very important part of the boho. We are looking forward to fly out of home, and this is exactly where we are focusing on. Think about feather motifs, think about abstract feather motifs, or something called feather tail. What you are seeing at the end is abstract feather tail. So feather tail motifs are going to come in the trend. You will see a lot of bright color carpets coming in. Bright colors, because we require colors at home at this moment. Absolutely bored for 5 months being locked down. We require colors at home. And everybody requires colors at home because winter is approaching. And then this is the color carpets comes in abstract form. It comes in multiple direction. It can come in cushions and carpets. But also many of these buyers will look for colors from the accessories rather than from the carpets. So you will see accessories becoming colorful, like the cushions becomes colorful, the refrigerator becomes colorful, but the carpet becomes colorless. So it depends on the approach on the buyer. There will be pure classic checks which comes in carpets. You can go for the basic British or Scottish checks. This is going to come on the carpet also, because the furnitures will become colorful, but the carpet becomes monochrome. The squares and forms which will come on carpet at large. Also a big domain which we have not talked about till now is a domain for allowing people to sleep well. After 5 months being at home, everybody will have a problem with sleeplessness. In America, there's a big problem of sleeplessness. Across the world, this is a problem. So carpets will be a very important part. You will have a carpet to heat up. You will have a very interesting sloth motifs to come on carpet. And the carpet and the rugs will become something called sleep aid. So sleeping aid or aromatic carpets will be a very important part to talk about. Rugs will be also allowing people to exercise. So think about technical products rather than only decorative products. Think about very important mats which someone can carry to office, or someone can practice yoga or squats at home. This can be rolled in and carrying. And this is made in eco-friendly materials called nitrile. It's an eco-friendly rubber. We come to the other category. It's called whimsical remnants. In whimsical remnants, we are talking about fantasy. We are talking about getting back to our direction. Many individuals like this quote designed by Nikume Anunko. This is a very interesting quote designed on the basis of glitch. And this is absolutely whimsical because we never saw this kind of quotes being worn around. So interesting designs will come, like this company called DataWeave. DataWeave is actually printing your data. So if you give them corrupted data, they print these data into particular patterns. Think about this in carpet, where a consumer is involved to create their own pattern. Interesting fantasy world is coming in. This is Christian Dior's presentation, the recent Christian Dior Autumn Winter presentation. And they have presented the whole collection like a fantasy world. Fantasy is going to come in carpet. How it is going to come in carpet? It's going to come in the shapes of mermaid. Mermaids are going to be a big trend direction. Think about mermaids being printed everywhere. Also, it will come like a very interesting shadow effect. We cannot go out, but we can get the shadow of a tree back at home with carpets. A beautiful carpet designs by Tanya. And this is a very interesting way. So the first carpet says branches and the second one is rainstorm. Think about designs which can actually bring in trees inside, plants inside. I like these leaf patterns, which looks abstract, but very interesting to have it in carpet. You can also go for this kind of a deep dive where there's a camouflage print, which looks like a shadow effect on the carpet. Another interesting direction which is coming out is mushrooms. I don't know how many of you know, but there is a mushroom retreat in Jamaica, and they treat individuals with mushrooms. So if you are near to Jamaica, you should go there. But this mushroom comes in products. So you will see mushrooms coming printed on carpet because mushrooms are a symbol of safety. It's a symbol of security. It's also a symbol of intoxication. So there will be a lot of wild mushrooms coming on the product. It can come on carpets, it can come on cushions, and a darker background or a lighter background as such. And then you will have a lot of celestial motifs come in products because we are talking about mysticism. Celestials will be a very important part to print. You will get a lot of celestial motifs being embroidered on the product, on a carpet or rug. And also you will have celestial motifs printed on the product. And if you're thinking about a carpet, think about a very interesting celestial printed carpet. And this is where the direction is going to move. A half lunar moon or the moon's different stages of moon will be an important part to print on carpet because we are talking about mysticism. We are talking about fantasy, and moon cannot be avoided as part. Kids room, think about bringing in sun and moon in kids room. Think about creating very interesting rugs with embroidery and patchworks in the kids room. Also, exotic animals are going to come back. Exotic animals will not be realistic animals, but will look like a tribal art. Very interesting tribal art prints are going to come on carpet. You should think about this direction. And prints, especially the leopard print is going to come. Interestingly, leopard print gives an impression of safari. So the moment we are thinking about going out, leopard gives an impression of going out somewhere to travel across. Leopard is going to be a big print revolution now. Think about leopard printed carpets. Leopard print is going to go on black and white, and this black and white print, we call them a little bit about a Dalmatian print. Dalmatian prints will also come on the products, right from the carpets to the products. We'll also have a big oversized zebra print. Think about all those things which are exotic, which at this moment we cannot access. And those materials will be printed on carpet because we would like to have that experience at home. So zebra print is something which is going to come. A lot of handcrafted motifs in monochrome is going to come. So this very basic motif, what you see Lorona has done is a motif of a tribal art, which has come in a black and white. It's not brighter color, it's very subtle. This is going to come in trend a lot. And technology, when we are talking about techniques and new techniques, so Ducoupe is a very interesting French technique where we are bringing in the old prints back on the products. Like what you see here is not a painting. These are all prints available on a book or magazine, which are getting printed back on the products. So Ducoupe is a basic interesting material. This can be used in carpets also as a part. It is done in products as such, already done in products. So they are doing it. So Ducoupe can be practiced on carpet. A very interesting Japanese art called Kintsugi. Kintsugi is a very interesting Japanese philosophy where they are talking about not throwing off anything. So it's basically a remembrance and reminiscence where the ceramics are being sealed with gold. And this is going to come in carpet where the fabrics will not be stitched or patched, they will be fixed with gold or golden materials as such. It can be zari, it can be anything else. So this is a very interesting kintsugi throw pillow. It talks about the patches and the sense of kintsugi, and the traditional arts are going to come out as such. So this is how it comes on carpet. Terrazzo print will be very interesting. So terrazzo has been there with us for almost 2 seasons. Terrazzo is going to come in everywhere. Terrazzo is becoming colorful. Terrazzo is basically throwing off ceramics into cements and putting up together, but this terrazzo is invented in different way. So if you see that this side, that's basically a floor mat made out of tires, and the tires are creating the terrazzo print. That is a discarded leather being converted into furniture. Now, how this will come in the carpet is this. The carpets are also going to have a terrazzo print on top of it, or it can be tufted. Very interesting theme called hyperlocal. I kept it at the middle because hyperlocal is a very important thing. Think about local circular economy. Think about things which you are getting at your space. I don't know how many of you know that. If you are from Uttar Pradesh, you will know that there is a very interesting perfume called Gili Mitti. A wet land, this Gili Mitti perfume, last year it was re-innovated because it was there, but nobody even thought of. So last year onwards, they started producing Gili Mitti back again. And this is a smell of fresh rain. And this is a very interesting attar, which is being reintroduced in the brand. So it's a smell of a fresh rain. And this is what hyperlocal is going to be. A very interesting product called Phool. This Phool basically takes the flowers from the temple, uses the villagers to convert them into incense sticks. Think about local supply chain. Think about materials available near to your home. Think about materials in stock. Then convert them into interesting products. And that is where it's going to happen as part of it. In UP, again, a very rich state with a lot of craft. In UP, there's a very interesting craft called black pottery in Nizamabad. Black pottery used to be a very interesting craft as such. Now it's getting renovated back and it's coming in trend. Nobody knew that there's a black pottery in the middle of India. We used to think that black pottery comes from Northeast, but it's there in the middle of India. And there does a nice etching. Like this particular direction from Korean potagi. Potagi is basically a direction of a clothing joining technique. It's almost like a shadow work of Lucknow chicken curry shadow work, but it's a patchwork, which is basically a kind of a collage. And it's a very semi-transparent collage. Now this potagi is coming on product. How is going to come on carpet? This is how it's going to come. It looks like layers. It looks like different ways of presentation. Think about this on your product. I'm trying to show you the techniques. We are trying to present you the techniques which are going to break in 21, 22 also. Think about how you will convert them into carpets. Think about this potagi style, how it will convert into pillows. And this is what is going to happen as such. This is a very interesting, another way of doing it. It's a very interesting craft called hooked rug. Hooking is a very interesting technique which started in Yorkshire in Britain, but it's there across. In between, it went out of trend, but now, again, we are going back to our traditional trend. So they started doing hooked rug back again. Think about your direction, what you have at your home. These are a hooked rug, very interesting stool. Now, another good direction is this, a carpet which can interact with you. I don't see much carpet coming from India which can interact with the consumer other than sitting on top of it. So if you see that, it's a beautiful carpet where it is a play field for the children. Imagine you are involving children at home, and that is a big problem for the family. So this very interesting design actually creates a small village. A small village is from that manufacturer's end, and he is allowing the consumers to understand his village as part of it. So localization of your map can come on the carpet. It can come in different ways. And this is what is going to happen for the carpet thing. Think about your local scenario. Think about a small village where you grew. Put that village on the product, and that's where the trend is going to move it. A very interesting trend called mindfulness or mindful. We are not talking about yoga. We are talking about products. So when we talk about mindful, we are trying to tell you to think positive. Think positive towards sustainability, towards environment and society. So this project, what I am projecting here, is very close to my heart. It happened in Watamu in Kenya. A very interesting project where the Kenyans, the people in Watamu had a big problem of the shoes being thrown off in the sea. And they didn't know what to do with these shoes being thrown off. So they learned to take these shoes out and create these beautiful products out of the thrown out of shoe in the sea. So mindfulness is this. It's not about sitting and doing yoga, but it's also about understanding the local essences and trying to kill the environment with these basic things. This is a very interesting product. It's called Loofah collection. We know that this loofah is available in abundance in our country, but we never thought of creating a product out of it. So think about creating a thermoflask with a loofah outside, because if thermoflask gets hot. So if the loofah is there, it makes it much holdable. Think about this kind of local innovations as part of it. This loofah can create a wall, loofah can create a table, and loofah can also create a light. So this is a very humble, basic product which will be there in every village in India. Why we cannot do this? And this is where our mindfulness comes in. We always look towards ways to the trend. Why can't we create ourselves? Very interesting pattern is this one, where the botanical prints have been created with a local leaf. Take your local leaf, create prints out of those local leaves rather than creating a silk screen. And these are very important direction. We call them the botanical imprint, where the print is actually created by the flower original one. And we are not using any dye for that. Insects, caring for the insects will be a very important part, especially bee. So caring for the insects and bee is going to be a big trend for 21 and 22. Everybody is talking about bee, but nobody is doing anything much about the bee. Let's do something on the bee. Let's print them at least on the product to spread the awareness. So the awareness-based products are going to come. Very interesting bee cushions will come. Bee mattresses can come, and bee can also make you happy. So be happy can be a good scenario as such. Llama print is going to be everywhere. So if you know llama, you know that llama is a very happy animal. And then llama can smile. And if you know that there's a very interesting choreographer called Alan Shufa. Alan Shufa and little sister Noah has come out a song on llama. And that is one of the most popular songs among the millennials now. So think about llama, because llama is a happiness animal and everybody is looking forward for this kind of happiness. So llama print is going to come on products. And then give some thank yous to all. So these thank you t-shirts are becoming very popular. These thank yous are going to come everywhere. Think about a very interesting thank you message printed on your carpet. So this is called a thank you rainbow. These thank you rainbows are coming on the bed sheets, and it is coming at home. And this has become a symbol for giving a thank you to people who has cared for you. Not only the frontline workers, but your parents, your children, your partner. Thank everybody by buying it. So think about this kind of products. This is a thank you rug, and very interesting thank you rug by Oreo. Now another direction comes, which is very distinct direction for the carpet market, and I think this is going to be the future. So we both thought that eco-friendly products are going to be a very interesting product to add on. So we'll talk a little bit about it. This material is called EcoNeil. EcoNeil is basically a fiber. You can buy EcoNeil. EcoNeil is a branded product. You can buy EcoNeil. EcoNeil is a fiber which is basically produced from the river nets, the fishermen's nets. So they collect nets and plastics from the sea, converts them into plastic thread. Very interesting thread. So this is first time EcoNeil collaborated and created, Aquafil and EcoNeil collaborated and created this carpet called Edge Carpet, and which was basically presented in the show. It was the first time they have presented in 2017. And these products are now everywhere. So you can access EcoNeil to create eco-friendly product. It's a sustainable product and very interesting product. So they have the fibers, you can use them. And then recently, very recently, they have used it in multiple shows. So this is 2017's show. And then in the show, they have done that. And this was basically the recent show in 2020 show. So you can see any colors is possible in EcoNeil. You can create a sustainable materials as such. Also, this is a very interesting product. It's called, it's done by a design studio called Pottery Burn Team. And they have come out with this beautiful watercolor print on top of a carpet. Basically, it's a rug. And they have just launched it. So the material is EcoNeil. So EcoNeil, you can see that it can be used outdoor. It can be also used indoor. I'm not promoting EcoNeil because EcoNeil type of products are also available in market. Think about sustainable fiber. And then if you are thinking about dyes, this is another direction to create dyes. So what Natsai has done, she has done a beautiful printing using bacteria. So this is no more a dye. This is no more a pigment. This is not going to damage the environment. And this is basically a bacteria culture on the fabric. And this is where the directions are moving. Think about products in this basis. This is how the print looks. It looks just amazing like a tie and dye, but this is done by bacteria culture. No dye here. Think about mending. We call them as a visual mending. So mending is basically repairing the product. Don't think that the people will buy your fresh carpet. Think about starting a repairing shop. There's no harm in starting a repairing shop. Tell people to send you back the carpets, you repair and ask for money for repairment. Many designers are doing that. So this is what North Face has done. North Face has started a workshop where they will repair North Face's used products. You think about carpets and then you know that people will not invest that much of money to buy a fresh carpet. Why don't you do a mending for those carpets? So mending or visible mending becomes a very big trend. So this is called visible mending. That means the stitching has to be visible outside so that it can talk about the story of repairing. Think about a time when we learned about repairing where stitching will not be seen. Now we are at a time to show that we are repairing and putting the product back to our space. Slow fashion is becoming a big trend. So this is a very interesting workshop. Molly takes this workshop that she teaches mending to all. Why can't we do this for carpet? Why can't someone from the carpet industry teach us how to mend a carpet at home? Because then your branding is going to spread across. So this is what is happening. This is called a Japanese Boro style. Japanese Boro is a running stitch. It's just like our Kantha stitch. And this is how they are doing the patchwork. This is cut from the different fabric, fixed on a different fabric. Think about repairing carpets. This is how the products are coming in, where the repairing is not visible, but it looks interesting. And this is called Japanese Seshiko. It's very interesting. Seshiko stitch is going to come. Think about doing Seshiko on your carpet. And this is where the trend is moving. And I would like to end it with this very beautiful carpet. This is a carpet or a rug made by Rami and Vision. And this carpet is actually made by used fabric. These are used blankets, which we throw every winter. So these blankets are being used and then converted into beautiful carpet as this. Why can't we think about it? Why we have not thought about it in India, right? And this is where your innovation is going to go. Big talks will not help. You have to walk on the ground. And this is where the innovation. And if you think that this is cheap and this is not expensive, let me tell you, this per carpet is 10,000 euro. And it is made in order. So that means they will pay you in advance and then you will make this carpet. And the carpet should talk about the stories about these particular rugs being used here. You will also talk about sensual designs, because think about keeping fringes in the carpets, because everybody would like to have fringes. Everybody would like to have some sensual elements. A carpet without a fringes is a dead carpet, because you cannot do anything with that carpet. You cannot play with those fringes. And fringes becomes a part of our sensuality in life. This kind of products are coming. I'd like to show you a very interesting whimsical product where people wants to put their feet into some feeling, which feels like a grass. And this is actually a cushion chair, nothing else. So think about carpets where the carpets will have textures. Think about carpets which will give you touch and feel. Think about carpets which will talk to you. Think about a very conversational carpet. Don't think about a blank print on the carpet. So we talked about 4 themes, very interesting 4 broad themes, and then you can work on any other things. I will suggest you not to take all the themes and try to create products of all the things. Focus on one kind of customer, and that's very important. These are the colors which are going to come. These are the 3 broad color schemes which are going to come. A set of colors we call as a color of dream. These are very mindful colors, very comfortable colors. These are all powdered. These are not brighter. There's only one bright shade in it because it's the color of the light, but otherwise it's an absolutely color of dream. It allows people to think broad. And then the second layer of color is basically the color of brightness. So if anybody is having a happy home, they wants to have a bright color home, just like my wall in the back, you can go for these brighter colors as such, because it immediately brings in a joy and happiness. Think about that kind of color because your consumer can look at it. And then you have a color with purpose. Color of purpose is basically a mindful color where you are talking about sustainability, you're talking about recycling, you are talking about products being reused. Think about a color of teal, think about colors of art, think about colors of skin or colors of lime. This is where the colors are going to move. These are 3 broad schemes of color which are going to take over the world for next 1.5 years. So if you see that, this is what the design direction is going to go. A broader design direction, we are talking about 4 perspectives, repurposed, eco-friendly, and then we have a fantasy, and then we have function and a hyper-local product as part of it. So I'll just hand over to Dr. Shalini. She will explain you a little bit about this. Dr. Shalini, over to Dr. Shalini.
Unmute yourself, madam. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Kaustav. That was quite comprehensive. That's the fastest we could do. This is just to, trend insights and to looking at what trends are going to be in future is actually about a lot about mindsets. It's a lot about directions, clear directions, and translating those directions into detailing with specific kind of input so that everybody who is a part and parcel of that value chain, whether it's a manufacturer or a marketing person or whoever it may be, can get clear directions. And that is the purpose of where we belong, we come in for. We are trained for that. And as Vision Next, this is what you saw was just a little preview and insight. But going ahead, this is what we intend to do for various sectors. We may begin with one sector and eventually expand to other sectors. So as Kaustav explained to you, we are in the part of circular economy, and whatever we do, it all boils down to and comes back to how we can make it holistic and wholesome, and therefore more purposeful and value-centered. So on that note, we end these design directions 21-22 for you. Thank you.